All right, so like I said, this is a prototype, so lots of changes are going to be made and stuff. All right, check out what came in the mail today. This is pretty cool. Really excited to try this out. Oh, uh-oh. Might have to tape the instructions back together. Very well packaged. This is from ATV.com. So this is a prototype rear rack or front rack, fits both, for the new 2023s and up, 500cc and 700cc. So this is the HD7 Pro. So this will fit this model and any 500 or 700, I believe, is what it will fit. So, very well packed. Good job, Steve. So there should be some hardware packed right here. So that'll be the hardware. It was very well wrapped. So we got, what do we got here? Oh, we got ATV.com stickers. And we got diagram with all the parts, how to put it together. It's fairly heavy. Maybe about, if I had to guess, between 15 and 20 pounds. If we can get a close-up of that. Done very well. I think it's the molded plastic. The cool thing about this rack is there's two clamps here and a lock here, and it'll go up like that, so you can have access. It'll create a little area here you can keep stuff in. And like I said, this fits the front or the back rack. I'm going to put it on the back. Put all the little hardware bits. So, according to this, we should have two clamps into there, wire to there, and a bunch of little circular, these are the two clips. These will go here and clip down, hold it from moving anywhere. And the rubber bumpers. And the lock mechanism, which you just got to put in, and that'll lock under here. Cool. Very nice. Been waiting for him to get this all made up and come out with it. I think this is the same thing. Yeah. So I ripped the extras, which is good. So that's how the rack is going to sit. And like I said, you got the Arrow ATV. That's where the lock will go. Locked, unlocked. There'll be a guide here that clips over the bar. And up here will be the two pipe clamps that will act as a hinge. And then the wire will get mounted in here somewhere. I believe it's one of these, and strapped back to the rack. So when you open this up, it'll go up and it'll stop and it'll stay there. And then you can shut it. So looks very strong, very tough. This is going to be cool. We got there's all the holes, the link holes for any of the link accessories. Just like that's a link holder, and that just matches that. You still got room to put tie downs if you want, strap stuff on. Okay, I'm going to go over the parts here so I don't drop them in the machine somewhere. So these will be the two clamps that the whole thing swivels on. That's these ones here. And we got the hardware for that. 2 screws, 2 washers, 2 nuts. And then we got the 2 clips. These clips go here, so those will clip onto the bar. And we got all the hardware for that. And then we got the lock. And that'll go on like that right here. So that'll swivel, lock under the bar. Then we got the stopper, which is wire. So that'll go under the bar, that'll go through. So that's around the bar. And then that'll go onto the hole there. So you'll be opening and closing it as such. And then these are the bumpers. So when the rack comes down against the bar, it'll be on the rubber bumpers. So there's 4 of those, 4, 4, and 4. 2 over here, 2 over there. Perfect. So reading the instructions, the rack top has the Arrow ATV in it. When installing the bolts, just snug everything and then tighten it later after you make all the adjustments. So step 1 and 2, on the bottom of the rack, find the locating dimples and install the rubber bumpers. Place a flat washer under each rubber bumper and screw with a screw. So there's 2 little marks there. Is where they'll go. And I'll screw that down. And I'm pretty sure you're not going to want to screw these down with a impact gun, just a regular screwdriver. You don't want to strip anything out. Always use a JIS screwdriver, which is better than the Phillips. Just get these off Amazon, the JIS, Japanese screwdrivers, because that's what these are usually meant for. So like I said, this is a prototype, so the actual ones that he makes and sells might be slightly different, but the same general concept. So those bumpers will go like that. They line up all right. Install the tube clips from the bottom of the rack in the holes indicated. So the tube clips are these ones. That's these here, tube clips. And that looks like it has a hex head. Okay, so it's a hex head. It's a 4mm hex head, and the nut is a 10mm. So these will go into these holes here. Just make sure you don't strip these out. And these are the plastic nylock nuts, they call them. So those snap down as so, and then center the rack. Pretty centered. And then, so I guess the nut for the strap that will go as so. And that'll go like that, coming up through this hole here that has a recess in it. Okay, then pull up on the, wow, those clip in good. Those clip in good. So that's how that'll work. So that'll hold it open like that. So we got to put the pipe clamps on. These will go on like this, I believe. So they're flat. And that'll go through like that. If I'm reading that correctly. And then we got the screw coming through the top, according to this diagram here. And a washer. And a nut. So another recessed hole there. That'll go through. That. And the washer. And then the nut. Same thing on the other side. Yeah. We can line these up. Pretty lined up. And then these ones will get tightened. Okay, those are tight. So that snaps in nicely. It'll loosen off a bit after time, but she's snug now. There we go. Little, I would say these clamps are just a little too big. It does give some movement, but maybe that's the way they're supposed to be. Okay, that's tightened. Those two are tightened. Pretty sure I snugged up the bumpers. Then the last thing is going to be the latch. Installing the latch. So it has a little lock washer on that screw. So don't lose that. That's the clip that's going to go underneath there. And that'll be on like that. So little ring. Alright, so you got to make sure this little ring stays in here. And you'll notice it's got two flat edges on the sides. So you got to line up the two flat edges that are on the lock here. You got to kind of finagle it through there a little bit. There, okay, all the way through. And then you got the locking ring that goes on. Don't want to cross thread that. Nope. So that's got to be tightened out, but I got to make sure first that I got this on right. What do we got here? We got unlock, lock. So that lock, when it's in the lock position, this will be straight out the back. Unlock, unlock. Okay. Then you got a little screw, has a little lock washer on it. Make sure you don't lose that. Then you can either use a crescent wrench or 22mm wrench. Tighten the lock ring up. One of those too tight on that. So it's a little bit, turn it a bit. Okay. Watch when you tighten this that it doesn't spin the whole thing. So that's installed. That's pretty cool. So ArrowATV.com. Rack is good for the 23 and up, 500, 700 cc Outlanders. And this is going to be really nice for putting stuff on. And I'll show you what I mean. We're down, and you lock that. And then there's no way this is going to flip right up on you. And with all these different holes and whatnot, and link accessories, I'll show you something. I splurged a little bit, bought myself a little link box. These are the link sled mounts that go with this box. You gotta buy them separately, but so those go like that, and then this box will slip under and down and lock. So that'll be the little box that I have on the back. And then if you want to go one step further, they got little dimples here where you would attach another set, and I splurged a little bit more, and I went out and got a little Skidoo gas can. So that will fit on top of that box. So that's how that'll stack. You can stack link accessories. You can get other link accessories that will attach to here, and the other link inserts. So that's cool. That's going to be an awesome rack. Unlock. Pull up. And you'll be able to pull it up with the box and the fuel tank on top of here, and it'll hold it. And then you'll be able to fit stuff in here. Like I'm gonna put a little toolbox and I can put my jacket in here. It's not gonna come out the back. Lock her down. Good to go. That looks really smart. And like I said, that'll go on the front of these machines too. That looks really, really, really good. Really, really awesome. I like it. And we're going to go out and we're going to test it. And we're going to run it through everything. And I'm going to have the fuel tank on there and the little box on there. And we're going to put it through everything. Very cool. So like I said, these are going to be available. This is just a prototype. The actual racks are going to be available at ArrowATV.com. They also sell, that's also Can Am Corners. So if you have the older style, I can't remember what they go to. The 216 is what I had, and it had the plastic end cap. You can buy the aluminum end caps from Arrow ATV. They were rugged, never had an issue. I think I broke one because I hit a tree with it. And all I did is pay shipping, and Steve shipped it, brand new one, no cost. There you go.